Hey everyone, welcome to the Founders First Step podcast. This is episode number 2. Welcome back to everybody that's continuing to watch us, and we'd like to get straight into it today.
Let's go.
We're going to be talking about the feeling of starting a business and how it can feel as an entrepreneur, the feelings you might get, and then what it takes to also, continue that business and stay successful throughout your career. I think it's a lot of concepts, and if you master it, you can become a successful entrepreneur. So we just want to
100%.
go over what we think it helps us, and then yeah, let's do it. So I
Let's
wanna
go.
I wanna get straight into the idea that being an entrepreneur is difficult and it's uncomfortable in the beginning, especially when you don't see success right away.
Well, not just at the beginning. There's so many things coming up, surprises that you don't expect.
Yeah.
We as human being, we like to we need to learn how to manage expectation in life. We're like, oh, I'll do this step, and that will be successful 100%, and I'll do this, and so we're getting confused and we stress ourselves out instead of calm down and build a formula, build the right plan uh, to make that business how can I say it the right way? No, I
To
forgot.
work out.
To work hard, but there is a different word. I'll find it. I'll say it again.
Got it. All right, but you would agree that like starting a business is gonna be very difficult in the beginning.
It is. It is. You lost. You don't know what to do. What's the first step? So let me break it down for you. There's no first step that everyone do the same.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel your ground. You have to feel your when you go to AFC, then when you go to fight, you have to learn your
UFC.
character. UFC, that whatever, all the boxing, you have to know
Yeah.
the player you play with. You have to learn
Yeah.
the game, and then you learn how to approach it the first step.
Right. Right.
You learn his weakness, blah blah blah. I think that will help. That's what I did.
Right. So you're saying, I mean, like everyone, you don't know the first step. You're just gonna have to go and figure it out as you go,
Exactly.
and that can be uncomfortable,
Uncomfortable
uh,
breakdowns.
and cause
Not easy.
anxiety and all whatnot. But you have to keep going, right? You have to keep going, and you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you just need some motivation." You know the saying where people say, "Oh, they look at like Instagram or TikTok and then they get the motivation, they go start something and then they quit like that
Hmm.
because the motivation ran out." It's like starting a business, you're gonna need a lot more than motivation. You're gonna have to have a goal in mind of why you're starting and why you want to get to where you want to go, right?
Exactly. You have to build your goal, and it's all about mindset at the end of the day. You can read motivation deals tomorrow, but you have to program your head and take over your emotions.
Right.
Because our emotions catching us like this, it's like a catfish. Like they
Yeah.
always catch us. We always fail for that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to train we have to mastermind our brain not to fall for it, not to fall for that comfortable zone. Because we live based on survival, like pretend we are in the nature right now, we want to survive, right? Well,
Yeah.
we always look to protect ourselves, and oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, and you close yourself. You have to train yourself. No, you go to fight. You don't think about survivors. You go to fight, and there's only one direction.
Mm.
That's how we need to program our head. Our everything starts from a right mindset. You have to work. I'm not saying it's an easy one. It is a process. It is a process that you have to train your head. But just don't let the emotion control it. That's the first thing I learned. This emotion, as we speaking about the first step, I had so many emotional breakdown. Like I start getting anxiety. Oh, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Oh, I'm gonna lose everything. What am I doing? And I step back. I step back so many times, and I lost so many opportunities when I did this. After I reached what I wanted to reach, I look back and I was like, wow, I hold myself from doing that step that I could be in that position a long time ago. Why did I didn't do this? My emotion controlled me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's always start from there. You
Right.
have to learn, train your head, not to let the fear control you. You have to control your emotion.
Right. And like real successful businesses, they don't work out in 1 2 days. They don't work out in 1 2 months. It takes years. So when you say you've been through all the emotions. It's because it's taken you
Uh-huh.
years, right?
Draining you.
Yeah.
Training you. And you first, especially in the first business, when you found the first business, of course, every business have its own directions and on setup, but you kind of trained already, so you kind of know the moves. Well, it
Yeah.
can be a different industry, but you can still know the move. You approach it in a different, like, more comfortable way.
Right.
So just after you do the one, even if you reach what you want and you didn't reach, you know the game. As I said, when you go to fight, you know the character. You already know the game. You know the rules. So be more easier for you. So I tried once, didn't work. I'll try the second time. I have more chance that it's gonna work. The third time, it's gonna work. So like a gym, you keep consistent. You go to the gym. There is muscle. One more, one more, and one more.
So like doing one business, whether it works out or not, will help you on the second business.
100%. Like everything in life, you have to try.
Right.
You
Yeah,
have
you
to
get
try.
better over time.
Always.
Got it. Got it. Got
Anything.
it. I
Anything
see.
in life.
So would you say motivation's unreliable? You need again, you're gonna need something more than motivation to
Those
get to where you want to go.
those motivations are kind of, I see it as kind of like a fuel,
Like
like a gas to the car.
oh, fuel. Uh huh.
Fuel. It give you some runs, but everything is here. I can read quotes still tomorrow. I always post quotes every day. This is like almost a month or something. I post every day quotes. If I would be the one that see it, of course it's not gonna help me. It has to work out. You have to work on your mindset first. But this quote give you a little bit of fuel, a little bit of gas. Why am I hosting all these podcasts? I always like to keep my life discreet. I never share what am I doing, especially not with family, friends. I always stay quiet. I do my moves quietly. And why I decide to do so, not to show up on anyone or tell, oh look, I'm flexing you on this. No, I'm showing this as a proof that you can do it as well. I'm not different than you. I'm not different to this guy, and I'm not different to the one that's watching. I just trained my mindset. And I had no one to do this for me. No one. No, I had to figure it out on my own. And I think what we do right now here, talking to them, will give them the tools that we needed at the beginning. That
Right.
no one provided for us.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Show them, look at us. We can show proof. We make some business. We run. We entrepreneur. We have systems that work. Facts. Like, black and white. We're here to show you, look, if we able to do so, I'm not different than you. You're able to do so as well.
Right. 100%. I mean, the takeaway from I would say is this little segment is motivation is not the key to success, and if it was, everyone would be successful.
100%.
You need something again more than motivation. You need a goal. You need a vision in your head of who you are. And I always tell everyone that you need to act like the person you're gonna want to be. You can't just imagine that you're gonna magically become that person. You need to start acting like that person. Do the things that person would be. Imagine yourself. How I go about my day every day is imagine yourself 10 years down the line. Who do you want to be? Who is that? Who is the person from today, 10 years now, that took the right action every single day? What do they look like? Where are they? What are they wearing? What are they speaking? What are they talking like? And what are their actions in their day? Replicate that, and you'll become who you want to be. That is something motivation can't do for you, and that's what a lot of successful people do. That results them in becoming the person they always wanted to be. So
like
you're gonna have to fake it till you make it, or act like the person you want to be successful.
I use a different terms, fake it till you make it. I use like kind of a manifesting.
Yeah.
I want to be this person. I'm gonna do what he does. I'm gonna feel like I'm this person that I want to be.
Right.
And then when your body, your mind will still feel comfortable to be that body that you want to be, and this is how you became. And of course, you have to build the right plan and to manage risks the right way to become that person that you want to be.
Right.
But you manifest. Yes, this is who I am. This is how I see myself. What you so how people see you, basically, how do you feel with yourself? This is what they're gonna see from you. If you're gonna show me that you're that one person, I see you that one person.
Right.
So people will feel you. People feel energy. They will see you.
Right.
So that's a very that I like this one a lot. So manifest the person that you want to be, feel it,
Right.
and
Right.
then very nonchalant, very smoothly, you will become that person.
Absolutely. I mean, how else are you gonna become that person if you're not gonna at least try to change
Mm-hmm.
yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want to expand on the idea that you said emotions, lots of emotions. You personally experienced them. I've experienced them, and I would say the number one emotion that most people feel is gonna be the idea that you're doing a lot of business, you're doing a lot of work every single day, but yet you're not seeing the success
The
or the results
results.
that you think you should see. And I
Right.
think that like mentality that you have to go through to fight that emotion is the reason why you switch you flip the switch
Yes.
and you turn into a different person that you have to be. Because if you don't and you fall into those emotions, they're gonna eat you up fast.
They're like sharks.
Yeah.
So what I think when somebody wanna open a business, I met with a lot of founders. Um, I'll be more direct in the cosmetic industry, and I sat down with them. I was like, I don't want. I'm not looking to do businesses. I'm here to hear experience. I'm not here to hear it to avoid. I will go through everything I need to go through. I'll fail. I lose money. I'll struggle. I'm not here asking for favors. I just want to hear what did you experience.
Right.
And I heard and I listened to them. And everyone have anything, everything that there is something in mutual for everyone. The biggest fear they had is to lose everything,
Mm-hmm.
and this is everyone have. You're afraid of losing everything because you
Mm-hmm.
invest everything. So it's like, oh, tomorrow when I wake up, I'm not gonna have anything. But if you're not gonna try, it's never gonna happen.
Oh yeah. If you don't try, I mean, you're promising yourself that it's not gonna work out.
Entrepreneur, they can wake up with 40,000. I'm just throwing a number. Cash flow in the bank account. The next day they're gonna have negative $5. The next day $10 in the bank account. This is the game.
Yeah.
This is the game. This is how it works. You, those people took the risk, and for them it's like became a passion. Like you know how to control it already. So it's not like moves you. You can see 40,000 and then $5 and then negative, and then you become 100,000, 200,000. Um, so yes, first step is to lose everything. That's the first view. Oh, what's gonna happen if I'm losing everything? I don't have. I need this money to eat. I need this money to this, and they're afraid to invest in themselves. And then they're gonna. What's gonna happen? They will stay in the comfort zone.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And I feel like another thing that people don't really talk about is like when you get your first win, like that first cash you said, it doesn't really feel like you got it. When you first start your business, you're like, oh, I wish, like, what am you imagine yourself with that like goal? Let's say your goal to start a business, your first goal is $10,000 a month, and when you reach that goal, you think, you know, it's not that like important anymore because now I have to be somewhere else. Now I have to
Mm-hmm.
be to a new goal,
Right.
right? So it's like that early win or whatever this like your idea of a goal is, and you get there. It doesn't feel as rewarding as you may think it is because all the amount of work that you put in and how long it took for you to get those results. Then now you're like, okay, what's next?
What's next? Mm-hmm. I'll say that. I'll give something that you guys need to understand if you want to open a business. Do not ever open a business if your intention is to make money out of it.
Right.
The idea is not to make money. It's to create a business. It's to create a brand, a something. But no, don't go to the business. Oh, cause I'll make a lot of money from this business. No, build a passion. Build yourself. Build a business. Period. Not for okay. This business will make me a lot of money. No, that's not a good idea. Don't do it
Right.
this way.
Right. That's how you should think about it. Also, you should be thinking about how can my business affect the world? Who am I benefiting?
Yeah. How do I add to the word?
How do I add to the world? Yeah, exactly. I mean, you only have a successful business if you can provide people. If all businesses is kind of think about sales. You have to sell something to somebody. Someone's money has to come in your pocket. But if you can advantageously make them money in the process as well,
Mm-hmm.
then it's benefit for everybody.
Yeah, it's value to value. At the end of the day, when you do business, you doing this as a win-win situation. You know,
Yeah.
you bring something that somebody needs, and it all depends how what the value you bring to the table. I don't like to talk about my businesses and what I do, but I'll give a little bit of what came to my head. Um, so I have a cosmetic business that I'm running in South America. That it's something that I had in my head for a long time, that I was looking to add something that people didn't have access to. So I was investigating and checking and did my own investigation, and I went to a trip in Israel, and I went with a friend to see some stuff because I was not in Israel for a long time. So we went to the Dead Sea. Have you ever heard about the Dead Sea?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the lower place in the world.
Right.
So we went there, and then these people they're selling some mud mask and the salt that you put in the tab and this, and like, you know what? When I was in Brazil, some no one offered me that thing, and I see if I bring it there because people got excited when I was going to Brazil. I said I'm from Israel, and this, oh, that's crazy, and this, you from Israel. So like, let me bring this idea to a different place. I could bring it easily to America, like many of them, but I decided to bring it to Brazil, and people blow their mind. Like, wow, from the Dead
You
Sea,
blew their mind with the
I blow their
product.
mind. From the Dead Sea, all the way from the Holy Land, um, from the nature, organic. I want this product. I want this product. So I found some need that people didn't have access to, and I just delivered that to them. Simple than that. Didn't work that much hard to get it. It just comes to you. You have to think. You have to think how you change the world. Bring something new to the table. You know.
Right. Absolutely. Did you do this by yourself?
So I started by myself.
Okay.
Sorry, I started by myself, and the idea to go to South America was my wife.
Mm.
She have a good connection there,
Mm-hmm.
and well, she's Brazilian, and so she support me a lot
I see.
right now. So yeah, so we did this together, and now I start new things. So I step out from the picture. She's the only one taking care of everything. That's for her. But yeah, I did it with her.
So, but I want to ask you is like another emotion you have to go through is like sometimes you have to make decisions by yourself. Is that true?
Right.
And like, what does that feel like? When you have to make a very important decision and you have nobody to turn to. You're all
I
like lonely by yourself.
I will tell you what was harder for me to make decision with her when doing with only with myself, because
Mm.
I have more responsibility here. I'm not only playing on my life; I'm playing on her life too. Her the next day, what's gonna happen? I have responsibility. You know,
Right.
I don't care. I'm taking responsibility. I mean, God forbid something happen, I'll go sleep in the car. I'll find a way to do. But I don't want to put my wife in a risk or
Yeah.
have her go through this. So decision I made doing like making operating this business, I was super careful
Mm-hmm.
because I had the other side to care of. But I still succeed. I still make this, and as of today, my product been selling 4 spas in Brazil, and we just recently opened a new channel in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going well, and as we do entrepreneur, you build a system, you let it go, and you go for the next adventure.
Right. Absolutely. I think a very big idea behind that is like, the question like, what do you do when nobody's watching? That's what defines you. So I think like a big part of it, like you started your business by yourself and then you joined together. But to most people, their first business or first eventually in their life, they're gonna have to start something by themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to realize it's the actions you do when, like I
When
said,
no one
no one is
watch.
watching, no one is recording, nobody is telling you what to do.
Right.
but you have to show up for yourself and for the goal and for the image that you have set in your head, right? So that's a very tough emotion as well. It's like, okay, I'm in my room all by myself in the dark.
What's
What's
next?
next? What's next?
What's next? Oh, that's it comes up a lot, long times. Um, well, we all been through this, you know. Like, what am I doing now? What am I supposed to do?
Does what I'm doing even matter?
Right. Like sometimes you're like, oh, just someone come and save me from the situation I put myself
No,
into.
no one's coming to save anybody.
You can wait. No one will. No one knocking the door. Like, oh, I'm your savior. Let me take it. You have to deal with this. You have. You know. You have to go. You have to. There's a sentence in Hebrew. I'll find a way to say it in English. But it's not like you have to smell the the the, the ground in order to go to the top. Something like this. So
So you have to
basically,
start from ground zero and
yes.
work your way up. No one's gonna just come and take your hand and fly you to the
No.
top.
No. And trust me, you want those moments. You do.
Right.
You know
Right.
how stronger you became if you
Right.
deal with them the right way? You became like a monster.
Right.
Like look at a man, talks to everyone, but look at a man lonely, doesn't have a social people or no girlfriend, all by himself. I'm taking this from Andrew Tate because he said it once. This this guy is a monster. He has no destruction in his life.
Yeah, he has nothing
You
to
don't want to
lose.
mess with this kind of people.
He
You
has
don't.
nothing to lose.
No, nothing to us. And this is the people you have to be careful
Yeah,
from.
you do. Yeah, 110%. You don't want to see these people on the street either.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to mess with these
But
people.
they get what they want, you know?
Yeah.
They get what they want. They're
Yeah.
hustling. So yeah, you know, you have to through those hard moments to learn from that. And I'm happy I got those moments. You know, at the moment I struggle, and you know, I went through hell. I'm not gonna talk about this right now, but me and my wife we went to hell making this business happen really bad. And you know, we had so many opportunities to just leave and just go everyone to his way, and doesn't work. And you know, especially when you do business together, there's a lot of uh, not agreement with each other. You know, I want to do this, and especially when it's involve your own house, you want to make things to calm down. You know, so sometimes you don't have control. So, and we found something fun about what we went through. We started filming a video, like every day a video, like what we went through. Hey, this is day 30. We are still in the run to get this. This is where we at. This is what we got. So we found the fun in doing this. But when we're looking back on this video, you don't even know how fun is it. Like, wow, look what we went through and where we are today. Like, and we never gave up.
Yeah.
We never gave up. We keep push. We keep being consistent, and we believed even when we fell so many times. I don't even maybe I hope I transferred the right way, but we felt a lot and still succeed.
Right. We're not saying go put yourself in like a hard situation,
No,
but it does add to your character.
it is.
Yeah, it definitely adds to your character. There's a million situations you can be in, but just going through the emotions. I feel like everybody, honestly, eventually should be going through the emotions, because then, if you're not, then you're not doing it right, or you have it easy.
Yes.
So, like you said, like Andrew Tate said one time, he had nowhere to sleep a couple nights. It goes like that.
Yeah.
And you just have to go through these emotions and persevere to become the person you want to be. And yeah.
Well, it's hard. You know, life is not easy. Life is not easy, and you don't want it to be easy too. You
Right.
don't. You don't want to just wake up. Oh, everything is like this. It's easy. If it was easy,
It would be boring.
everyone will do this.
And it would be boring as well.
It will be boring. You want a challenge. You know, you have to see. You don't have to be scared of the challenge. You have to enjoy it. Okay, this is a challenge. Let me do it. You know, people see me. Oh, they want to do something that is complicated. I know I'm not gonna make it, but I still want to challenge myself.
Yeah.
You start becoming like enjoying these challenges.
Right.
It's like you feel like most I don't know even how to describe it. You feel the inside more stronger, more less. You like feel less. Fearless. That's the right word.
Fearless. Yeah. What I want to add is like sometimes business might get boring though.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like some days you don't have to do the same exact thing over and over and
Yeah.
over and over and over. I mean, look at the guys in sales, all types of sales,
Mhm.
insurance, high ticket, all of that. All they do is all day is just like beep boop beep boop, dial, call,
Cool.
call, 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 and it's like the same calls over. You might think calling 100 different people is gonna give you 100 different results. No, it's gonna be the same two, three, four results every single time.
Mhm.
People follow the same pattern, and you have to. That's a part of psychology in business. You have to understand like people only go down certain routes. Like yes, we're all different, but when you put people in the same situation, they will react in the same ways. So sometimes you have to do the same task over and over again, but that's what it takes. That's 100% what it takes. I mean, to give everyone an example, I mean, wouldn't if you made $250,000 on the year and all you have to do is dial 100 people every single day, would anyone decline?
Mm.
No.
I don't
But
know.
first, you have to go through those no pay periods, no pay months in order to get to that goal. But it doesn't just fall in your lap, is what I
Of
want to say.
course.
But you have to do the tasks over and over and over again until you perfect them. And that's when you become the entrepreneur that you thought you were going to become.
100%. And I learned that in order for me to make money, you have to lose money.
That too.
That worked for me. I saw people that didn't invest anything. Maybe invested time.
Maybe
Time
they
worth
invested
money.
other people's money.
Right, others people money. But when we have to lose money, in order to make money. And talking about entrepreneur, the idea of an entrepreneur, it's what we're trying to do. It's to start a business, build a system, and twist the table that this instead of you working for the business to run, the business run without you. The business runs for you.
Business
So
works for you.
yeah, it works for you. So you start a business, you go to the next adventure and let it running. Like you became an entrepreneur and kind of an entrepreneur. It's an entrepreneur for anything. So you build a good system. So last time I was in Brazil, I tried recruiting people to host my stuff when I'm not there. I don't want to live there. To be honest, I just want things to run and I'll be out. That's all I want. Um, so I found the right people to do so for me. I let them handle the job. I let them take their part of the business, and I'm out of the picture. To the next adventure, and to the next adventure. Entrepreneur, step, 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 step.
Right.
You have channel here. You have channel here. You have channel here. Oh, you need jewelry. I'm here. You need cosmetic. I'm here. You need catering. I'm here.
Yeah.
So you build like an operation that you have channels everywhere. You know.
Right. And in order to build, these operations, sometimes you have to make decisions without the right information. And that's a big challenge in business is that like sometimes you're given a task or a responsibility, and when you need all the information to make this decision, you don't have it. So you kind of are making shots or calls in the dark, is what I would say.
Yes.
And you don't know the result that's going to happen because it's not like a X plus A equals C. It's not like a given formula
There's
that's
no
going to work.
formula. Mm-hmm.
But you have to shoot without knowing what's there in hopes to get to where you want to go,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And that's a hard emotion that you also have to go through is like that's the entrepreneurial leadership mindset that you need to have. That I need to lead this boat, this system, this business in the right direction without knowing what's
Well,
the
we
next
did.
wave that's going to hit me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
100%.
That's a challenge, wouldn't you say?
That's so. Down the road, you just making decision without the intention of uh, seeing the result. You just need to do what you have to do,
Right.
and you see from there what's gonna happen, what's gonna be the end result. This is about for me. It's like we go back to risks. You just shoot. Happened, didn't happen. You're gonna shoot again. You're gonna try a different strategy. You're gonna try a different way. You're gonna knock on a different door.
Right.
Look, if you have the right plan, and your business will add to the world, you keep knock, because in the next door you might find the right person for
Right.
your product.
Right. Almost goes back to like the car story from
Right.
last episode.
The last episode.
Yeah, definitely. I also think that starting a business is like when you put yourself out there, you might not, look like the smartest individual, right? It's almost like you have to what's it called? Embarrass yourself, and keep trying because everyone might point at you and be like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, or he's just out and about. You know, that is never gonna work for him. You kind of have to look dumb out into the world, and then when it works, now you're the genius, right?
Right.
But when stuff wasn't working,
They
who
all look
worried?
at you like,
Yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing?
And that's a challenge and mindset shift that you have to go through
Right.
in order to, yeah, be successful. You can't just be in your own corner like we would
The
like we
comfort
said
zone.
last time. You can't be in the corner and expect things to work out. You have to
Right.
put yourself out there and get laughed at a few times, get whatever, get yelled at for something to
Why do you
work.
think they laugh?
Why they laugh? They laugh because deep down inside they know they would never take the same risk.
Exactly. They laugh because they eating themselves inside. Like, how they have, okay, they're gonna laugh because that's what they're trying to show outside, but the inside they're like, wow, this guy is trying. This guy is not afraid of how people will think about him, and we have to rebuild of letting people. We have our head is like, okay, the people, we care about what other people think, and we go based on that. This is so wrong. When you have the right mindset, when you know inside of you, you are aware of your own value, and you don't let the other one to pick your value, those embarrassment will go out and speak in a porch will look totally different. You have to know your value first to go ahead and knock on those doors, and not be embarrassed, because we all start like this, like, oh, what are they gonna think about me, how are they gonna see me? But this is so wrong, because they don't pick your value. They don't. They just the way they look at you. This is just a background for me. Just challenges the people that are trying to put legs for me. And talking about this, I never tell people what am I going to do or what is my next step, even anyone close to me, because what people don't know they cannot rule.
Yeah.
Even if they can be your best friend, your cousins, your family outside. Only my actual house know my steps, and other people that can be my friend or pretend to be my friend or whatever, they never know your next step, because who knows can always ruin. And then they look when you do this. Oh, how did he done this? What did he do? How he did this? This is where the fun begins, by the way. Yeah. So this is it pretty much.
Yeah. Why do we care what people think of us? Why is that always a big
This
part
is
of like everyone's in the back of everyone's head? It's like, oh, what if they think about me like this?
because
What if they think about it like
we
that?
build we build as a kid that we have to be accepted. Oh, don't do this because because people see that you're a bad boy or this. We always was programmed that we have to be accepted by everyone, and inside of us we have to know, okay, we have to make them accept us. We have to be like them. But they don't tell you that you have to accept yourself first, to know your value first, because no one else. I'll say it 10 times. No one else, no others, will give you your value. You're the one that pick your value. You're the one that needs to be aware of your value. That's the most important thing. You're the one that needs to know your value, your worth. And after you build this confidence, you know who you are. You know your worth. I promise you, No challenge can break you. You will be a monster. You'll go like this, talk to people. Don't be ashamed. Go speak. You became the king. In your reality, you're the king of the world. This is how
Right.
you need to do. You're quiet. You're down to earth. You're humble. But mindsetly, you're a monster. You're a master in your head as well. No one can
Yeah.
challenge you.
Absolutely. And I completely agree with you. I think a saying I've heard is ego is a tax you pay for staying small.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is to the people that don't try to go for their business goals, don't go for their entrepreneurial mindset goals, their ego is what's in the way. And that ego again is the tax, is the
The paycheck.
loss, the paycheck they pay for never taking that risk to begin with. And it's a shame that people don't want to take risks and they think they're too cool to put themselves out there. But again, it's like you said, everyone wants to be accepted, so I guess maybe putting yourself out there and looking dumb to begin with is not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you're the guy, when you're the
They're all
girl,
running after
when you're
you.
the person running the business, now you're somebody. I mean, it's kind of like double sided, you know.
Uh-huh. And then they're gonna chase you, you know? But they're gonna laugh at you in the beginning. Oh, how did you done? And when you're gonna hit and you're gonna be on top, they all will chase you. Ask everyone, all the entrepreneur, that people that was joking, like making fun of them at the beginning. What are you doing? It's never gonna work. Blah blah blah. Today, after their business got successful, those people are chasing them to do business with them.
Right, 100%. It's crazy to think that's how it works. So
This
it's
is how
like
we program, you know. I
to
don't
the
judge anyone.
I would say the people that have made it in life and are very successful, those people, if you interview each single one of them, they will say that they didn't care what people thought of them. They did what they had to do because they had to get to where they wanted to go, right?
Definitely.
And they will probably all say that they got laughed at. They got made look like they looked dumb to people, but yet now where they're standing now, it's like doesn't matter what happened then.
It doesn't
We're in the
matter.
now again. You're thinking like our last podcast. You want to think 5, 10 years out. If you're only thinking about what can I do to make my image look better right now, you're thinking completely wrong.
Completely
You need
wrong.
to look 5 to 10 years out because when you get to that point, and you're not thinking ahead, you're still gonna be thinking, what can I do to look good now, right? How could you ever set yourself up in life if you're not looking
Looking
ahead?
back, looking ahead.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, it's look. Life is full of challenges, and people are people. I don't want to call them mean, but these people that will try to put leg for you. I don't like to put you to make you fail.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
many people. Even I people cross my life. They approached me in intention to make money together, and their
Mhm.
interest was to rip me off.
Yeah. Not good
They
intentions.
came with a super nice intention. Let's make business together. I have this idea. You put this, I put this. We're gonna make this. This is it. And their intention was to rip me off.
Yeah.
You know. And it's really dangerous to deal with people those days. It's really dangerous. You have to really know who you trust. You have to really
Absolutely.
know who you trust. At the end of the day, you have to be loyal to yourself.
Right.
It's hard to trust people. Especially when it gets to money, people start getting so confused and, oh, how can I make more than how can I squeeze more? How can I take more? They always think like this. That's the wrong way. The way I see business, it's for me, make business, it's make with a team, with someone with you.
Right.
I will make less. I'll tell you that. I rather to make less, but I'll have a team with me to operate this business. It's okay to
Mm.
make business alone. I have a catering business. It's mine. It's only me. It's only mine. I have employees, but it's only mine. My jewelry business, I didn't want to do it by myself. I could. I could. I
Right.
know the suppliers. My family one in the downtown LA. I have all the connection I needed. I don't need anyone to support me financially or put money with me. But I wanted to start with someone, to have to have a different push, that everyone have the same intention and
Right.
running a business together.
Right.
That's the best. Find someone that you trust that have same mindset, that doesn't care about risks. Take a risk and flew with him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think a lot of people going down this path will also face challenges like the ones you said, where you trust the wrong people, and it's a life lesson.
It's a life lesson.
You'll learn. It's okay. Whatever happens, you'll survive. You'll learn, and you'll get better from it. And then you'll realize, okay, what do I have to do in order to trust the right people? What questions do I have to ask? What do I have to learn from this person? And you'll learn from it. And again, like you said, like the gym analogy, you just have to do things over and over and over again, so that you can become better the second time, the third time, and
Right.
later down the line you'll be the best at it because you've done it so many times. And another thing about like business is you have to do business multiple times, and you won't succeed. You'll fail, and but that's where you start a second one, start a third one,
100%.
and but a lot of people, they quit right before they win big. Have you ever seen the picture of the guy mining, and he's like right there on the other side is all the diamonds, but he needs to go this much more? You know what I'm talking about. And he quits. Why do a lot of people do that? When because again, it's like the idea that you don't know the results are coming, right? So so people at the same time are gonna ask like, why should I not quit? How do I know when the results are coming? But think about it like this: if you never quit, you'll always reach the result. But you may not also know, you may not also reach the results. But think about it like this: if you quit, you have 100% chance of not succeeding. But if you don't quit, you never know what might happen.
You never know.
So I always say,
it's better try than not.
Exactly. If you can keep going, if you can physically and mentally and financially keep going, 100%
You get there.
You got to keep going. Don't ever give up.
Stay consistent. That's the key. That's the key. It's easy. It's very easy for us to just give up. That's it. I did enough. No. Challenge yourself. Stay consistent, and it will show. God always show something at the end. God, and you have to have. Let's bring something up. Faith is very important as well. These religious, mixed religion, but I'm putting religious aside. I have my own God that I put my faith to. He put me in challenges. You have to know how to accept challenges and say thank you, God, for putting me in that situation.
Right.
I'm learning. Thank you, God, for got me this through. I'm learning. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here, to do this, and to become a better person. That's important too.
Right. 100%. And you got to keep going when there's no results. That's another reason why people quit is, they don't see the results they want to, so they think it's over. But again, it's never over until you give up. So you got to keep pushing in that sense.
I want to give a tip.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So what I did, the way I approach something that I need to do consistent, I approach it in a way that my target it's not getting results out of it. I was not thinking of getting results at the end. My target was to keep consistent. Okay? Because when you put a target for you to see results, you after every step, okay, now is the time for the result. Okay, now I'm gonna start making money. Okay, now it's gonna work. And then you drive yourself crazy. You have to again twist the table.
You have to be patient.
You have to be patient.
Yeah.
Look at it in a different way. Train your hand is like, I'm doing this not to see results. I'm doing this to stay consistent, and something will show up, but without expectation. Just do it. Walked or didn't walk, you did the best. You did everything you could. You don't stand up from the table before it gets clean.
Right.
You stay consistent. You go all the way that you can, and I promise you, when you change the intention you approach this challenge, your life will look different.
Right.
You start drive yourself crazy, and why it doesn't work? Oh, maybe it's not working. Oh, I don't think they like it. On this, so many stuff. Look at this as, I will stay consistent. something will show. No expectation for results. My target's no results. Consistent, consistent, consistent. That's it. Well, when you look at this in this way, your life will be much more easier. I promise you. And result will show up even quicker.
100%. Being consistent. If you can stay consistent enough long enough, let's say you got no results at all, but if you stayed consistent long enough, you learn something in yourself that can carry on into anything you do in life, and that is something no amount of money can buy.
Absolutely.
Is going through the challenges and staying consistent still even after you want to quit. When you learn that, trust me, you can get through anything.
Anything.
And what I want to add on to that is you have to be patient enough, long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not patient these days? Why is it the hardest time in history to be patient? It's because of social media. Because all we do
Yes.
is compare ourselves with other people that are ahead of us in life and think to ourselves, why aren't we there? Why are we not where that guy is? You know,
What
why
do
are
you
we
do?
not doing the numbers that that company is? And that kills the patience.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get over this mental challenge of comparing yourself, because I promise you, you can compare yourself to the day you die. You can have $1 billion, $1 trillion, and you'll still
Still
compare yourself. I mean, there's everyone's seen this video. It's like the guy that in the Lamborghini wishes he had a yacht. The guy in the yacht wishes he could still have his legs to drive the Lamborghini. It's like two people comparing themselves all day
Mm-hmm.
long. It's like you have to realize that what you have to be grateful for, and you have to be patient in order to get to the results you want to be. Your life is your life. Someone else's life is someone else's life.
Yes.
And
It's
you
their
have
life.
to separate yourself and be like, what do I want? How do I get there? I don't care about what anybody else does besides my own results.
Yes. This I call it distractions.
Oh, yeah,
Because this is
100% distraction.
it just you just how can I say that? You see these people on social media. They
You
try.
think it's motivation, but
Yes.
it's a distraction because it's more like taking you off the right path. Because now
Right.
you think, okay, now I have to find a shortcut to get
Right.
to this level in this amount of time.
Right. And those people can show you a shortcut till tomorrow. Okay. You trust me. If there was a shortcut, okay. If you show me a shortcut way to make $1 million, I won't take this shortcut. I will take the hard way to do so.
Right.
I do business in a way that I have to earn the other side that take my business. I don't want to just, okay, give me the $1 million. Yalla, bye. I want to earn it. I want to go through this hard path to reach what I want to reach. And again, it's so distraction. They see those people, driving a nice car and having a nice life and this. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, but what people do when they see this, oh, how I get this? I'm never gonna be like this. Oh, what I'm gonna do? Oh, I have to be quick. This is drive us crazy. It's killing us from the inside. You have to look at it in a different way. Okay, if he succeed, if he make it, I can make it too. No, how he made it? This that drive yourself crazy. Everyone have his own path to go through.
100%.
But if this guy did this, you can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. The one that watching right now can do it. It's possible. You're not different from anyone else. We're all human
100%.
beings at the end of the day. We're all equal. It doesn't mean that this person have a 5 businesses multi-billionaire and you doesn't have that much money, but you're still a human being as him.
Yeah, you're the same.
If this person capable to do this step, I bet you can. You just have to have the right mindset.
Right.
Don't let those distractions to control your head because it drive you crazy and you put legs for yourself. You're gonna make yourself fail. And like you start comparing yourself. This is dangerous. Don't compare. Twist the table again. Look at it in a different like if he did this, I can do it as well.
Right.
This is how you need to look at that.
Right. What I want to ask you is if it's an analogy, but you'll get it. If nobody clapped for you, would you still do the things you did?
Yes, because I don't do this for people to clap for me. I do this for myself. I'm the one that judge myself at the end of the day, no others.
Right.
I want to go to sleep and know I did everything that I can to be who I wanted to be. Not for people to go and look and clap for me. I want people to see me the way I see the world, different from the majority. That I want people to look at me and say, okay, if he did this, I can do it as well. No, oh, how he did this, he run a business, is this, and getting this kind of confusion for them, like drive themselves crazy. Look at
Right.
me, it's possible. I don't need anyone to clap for me. I have
Right.
myself.
Right. And I 100% agree. I think it goes back to what you're doing this for, and the why you're doing this has to be way greater than what people may think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be deep down inside why you're doing this. And again, it has to be so important that you don't give a shit about what anybody else has to think about you. And you have to
We do.
want it that badly. Because if you don't, someone's thoughts on you is gonna affect everything. Again, why are you doing this?
For
And
yourself.
is it more important than everybody else in this world?
Guys, you don't live for other people. Wake up. I don't wake up. I don't go to work. Wake up in the morning for how these people will see me. How they're gonna appreciate. They're gonna look at me in a different way. No, I don't do anything for others. I do this for myself.
Right,
You're your best friend.
right,
You're your best friend. You want yourself to succeed. You don't want to. If you go, if your intention to be successful for other people to see you and wow how I did this and show off and clap for you, you're doing wrong.
right,
You're doing wrong. You have to
right.
do it for yourself.
100%.
There's no point in this. We always think what people will think about you. This generation, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous.
Right,
We always feel we're being judged by others, but stop. Let them judge you. Let them talk. They're just distraction. Ignore it. Put the headphones on and keep go to your target. I promise you. When you walk this way, you'll get everything in life.
right,
You'll get everything in life. Social media, it's dangerous. People look at other people and start judging themselves why and questioning themselves why and they disground themselves. What do you do it to yourself?
right.
Look at it in a different way. Do it for
100%.
yourself. No one will do it for you. You don't do this for other people. Only for you. You want to enjoy the meat at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So, as we're getting closer to the end of the podcast, I want to go over some rules and thoughts that each person that wants to get to the level of where they want to go
Mm-hmm.
that should be following every day. And I want you to, I'll tell you the rule, and you tell me, what do you think about it? Okay.
Okay.
So the first rule is I want to say is think in years, not months, not days. Think in years. You always want to think
Ahead.
far out.
Yes. Always aim aim to like yes. Aim to him ahead of you. Always.
Aim ahead.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Where you gonna be?
Right.
And well, I don't want to give more information, but you can keep going.
Right. I also want to say detach yourself from results because results don't come quickly.
Yes, like guys, look, stop with shortcuts. Come on, do the job, get the job done.
Right.
Make it. It needs to be challenges. Face the challenges. Enjoy it. At the end of the day, there's no better feeling, right? Right now, I give you a challenge, very complicated, and you made it. What's the feeling after you made it? Wow. Can you describe how good you feel? Oh wow, I made this challenge. I passed this challenge. This feeling is wow. Like wow, I made it. After the first one, second one, they're gonna be challenges. But after you look back, wow, that's what I went through. I'm proud of myself.
Right.
I'm happy I did this. I'm now I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the fruits.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely. And I think it's like people have to also realize that business is a skill and you have to get good at the skill. Like a
Mm-hmm.
knife, you have to sharpen the knife. Like a gym, you have to get
You
your
have to
muscles.
keep
Yeah, you
going.
got to keep going and you got to perfect the skill. And you're not going to be perfect at it your first time. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna learn from your mistakes, and you're gonna get better.
100%.
Simple as that.
100%. And don't look at mistake as something bad. Look at it as a part of the process, as a lesson. Don't look, oh, I did a mistake. Oh, I made the wrong decision. There is no wrong decision. There is lesson that you learn from that.
Right.
From ahead. I told myself I'm happy I got those bad experience challenges
Yeah.
right now instead of facing this later on.
Yeah.
And I want to know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy it happened. It came quicker.
And everyone should be
Yes.
thankful for those challenges, because
Make the path at the end easier.
you don't want to have these challenges when you're in the middle of a $1 billion deal and you've never dealt with something like this in your life, right?
You don't know what to do.
So yeah, you got to be thankful for these challenges and go through them and get better at them. The more you have them, the better you'll get. And what I want to finish off the entire idea of the podcast is that business does not determine how smart you are. You can be the dumbest MF in the world, but if you're willing to play the game long enough, you'll see all the success.
Guaranteed.
100%.
100%. Mark our words.
100%.
I want to leave with something that you guys should try on yourself. Give yourself 3 months. We're gonna end the podcast this way. A very, very tool that you guys can see a great result on yourself. Something that you never saw before.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself 3 months strict. No distractions.
No distraction.
Nothing. Only focus on your target.
Yeah.
3 months. I'm not asking for too much. 3 months. It's gonna be harder. 3 months. No distraction. Leave social media. Forget about this. Wake up and only think about your target. Only think about the result you wanna achieve. That's the only thing. Give yourself 3 months. I promise you, after the 3 months, you'll be a different person.
100%. I think 3 months is actually like 75 days is like the number that it takes to build a habit and a strong mindset. It only takes 75 days, believe it or not. I don't know if you've seen the challenge 75 hard. It's a really good challenge. You guys haven't seen it, you go look into it. But yeah, take it, do this challenge. This is real. 75 days, 3 months, however long, and dial in, get work done. Don't expect results. Literally expect nothing.
Nothing.
Expect nothing. Why am I doing this? To become a better person. How about that? How about do this just to become a better person?
I like it.
And just wait and see what happens. If you guys would love to do this, and leave a comment after 90 days, after 75 days, tell us what happened. And we'd love to see the great results and the success that brings. And it's just the first step of many. And again, if you're thinking 5 years out, 3 months is nothing.
It's nothing.
So you got time, and we just want to appreciate everyone that's coming in and watching us. We really thank you. This is our second episode. We're trying to do this on a weekly basis.
Right.
So Mondays, I think Mondays are going to be our upload days. So definitely stay in tune for next week's episode as well. It's going to be a really good one. We're planning far ahead for that one. So again, Noveen,
Sean, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day. Stay productive. Let's get it.
Let's go.